But I am telling you, this is the new scam. People are faking identities. Now, let's talk about scams. Woo, this is an interesting one, all right? If you'll pull this up, Matt. So this is Valley Buyers and Sellers Beware. Real estate scammers are taking properties. Knock, knock, knock. Listen to me. If you are a virtual wholesaler, the alarm bells are going off. Let me explain to you what's happening. We're calling or getting calls and talking to people, or they find us and they say, hey, I want to sell this property. We're like, great. And it's a smoking deal. I mean, smoking deal. It's almost too good to be true. And they're either pretending that they're the property owner, or they are pretending that they represent the property owner. The property owner doesn't want to deal with it. I'm coming in, I'm helping them do this, selling their property. I've got power of attorney, whatever else. They give me power of attorney to sell it, right? Typically, these properties are vacant. Vacant land is a huge one that they're hitting, but typically it's the bigger deals are going to be single family houses that are vacant, townhouses that are vacant, whatever. They find out that they're owned free and clear, so there's not a tremendous amount of paperwork that's involved for lien payoffs. They find out there's no big liens on the property, and then they sell you these unbelievable deals at a discount. And then they tell the title company, yeah, send your notary over. Notary goes over. They fake their IDs. They literally take their IDs, but they change the information on a driver's license. They're using fake IDs and signing, and it goes back to the title. They fill out all the information for the title company, because the title company does. They send out a packet to make sure that you are the person that you say you are, but they figure that out. They're probably ex-title company employees, or know the system, or just have done it enough to figure it out. They put together fake IDs. I don't know how they set up bank accounts. I don't know how that all works. I have no idea. But then they sign as the property owner for properties that the property owner doesn't know are being sold. Somebody that I know, it's happened to 3 times. In this thing, it's happening all the time in Phoenix with vacant land and with vacant properties. This really hits home on a couple different things. So in this, what does the wholesaler do wrong? Nothing. We're ignorant. We thought this was the property owner. The title company's job is to confirm that it's the owner. Title company's job is to make sure that the right person is signing on this deed, to make sure that they do it. This is a title issue. It truly is. But you're dragged into it. What if the person that represents the seller that's in this lawsuit wants to also sue you, which is happening? Maybe not all the time, but it could. It's at least happening to somebody I know. And it's happening here because these people are talking lawsuits like crazy. So it's not necessarily like, oh my gosh, I'm doing something wrong. I'm selling to the wrong seller. But they don't know that. They don't know if you're in on it. They don't know your level of knowledge on this. They don't know if you're part of the scam. So they're going to investigate. Not time management, not priority management, not energy management. It is attention management. I am telling you from personal experience of being in lawsuits, the office lease judgment that I had in my 20s, it takes all of your attention. It's on your mind all the time. It is something that you think about all the time. You are scared that people are going to sue you, or you're going to be in trouble, or you did something wrong, or it's just a distraction, and you're like, I didn't do anything. I thought this was the seller. It's not the seller. It's some scammer. I'm caught up in the mix of it. But guess what? It's going to affect your business. So what they suggested here, which is a very simple plan, especially for your virtual wholesalers. I'm bringing this all back to you because you never meet. We meet the property owners. 90% of the time, Ryan Thornton, my acquisition manager, is in front of the property owner in the house negotiating the deal. But what about the deals that are out of state? I don't know why I did that. Some people, I assume the scammers are doing that. They're out of state, they're whatever. But what about the people that are doing it virtually? What about the deals that are happening virtually where you never meet the property owner? You're not doing a Zoom. Even if you did a Zoom, what does that mean? You do a FaceTime, what does that mean? So what they're suggesting here, and this is something you need to suggest to all of your notaries and all of your title companies, is they need to put a thumbprint. They need to do a thumbprint for every notary signing. They need to do a thumbprint. One, people will probably get wiggly if they don't want to do a thumbprint, or if they want to do the electronic notary. And maybe there's some different rules with that. Maybe there's more protections there. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Maybe somebody here can tell us in the comments section if you know more about it. If you're virtual wholesaling, you've never met that property owner. You've never gone through it. You've never gone to the property. You've never been in front of the property owner, discussed the property, building a relationship face to face. Make sure that your title company and your notary are getting that thumbprint, because hopefully it scares them away from not completing the deal. But second to that, at least they can track it back and say, hey, listen, I heard about this. I didn't know. They told me the whole time that they were the property owner. The title company got all their information. The title company did all their job. I am trusting that they are the ones that are getting the right people to sign the right documents. And I encouraged everybody to get a thumbprint with the notary, because then they can track it back and get the people that are really involved. But if it drags on, these people are using different identities, different things, different ways to avoid law enforcement. It's going to drag on longer and longer and longer. And then that means it drags on longer and longer and longer for you. Get the thumbprint, have your notary make sure that they're doing that on all virtual deals for sure. I mean, if you feel like I would do it for every deal, if it's a deal where you've met them and you've talked to the owner and you've built a relationship and all this, then you're probably going to be okay. I mean, I assume you're going to be okay. But I am telling you, this is the new scam. People are faking identities, being sellers, going to wholesalers and saying, hey, listen, you want to buy this property? I need to get out of it. I need to be done with it. Blah, 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 blah. Or I represent somebody and they're not an agent. They're not an attorney. They're not a family member, whatever. Do your due diligence. Make sure that the people that you're talking to are actually the right people.